I'm just making this video to talk about how I have been feeling lately. Um, I guess anxious and yeah, I guess anxious. Um, I've been kind of avoiding making content for a while, and basically when I avoid, and I'm not exactly sure why I avoid, you know, making content since I want to express myself, but I also don't want to be afraid of expressing myself uh, out into the actual world. Because I guess, at the end, we all get, eaten up and swallowed out, and we're going to end up, in the ground. So we may as well live to our fullest. But, I know that, but I don't do anything with that information. And I'm not angry at myself. Like, I definitely wish I was more productive in the last couple of years. I definitely think hundreds, if not thousands, of hours have been put into, you know, eating junk food and just playing video games and just being lazy and like doing nothing with my life. Um, and I don't think being angry at myself is the right situation. I just think it's more about accepting it and moving on and then making sure that, I don't just suddenly stop making content or, suddenly just stop being lazy. Like, I definitely want the, I guess, discipline and also the mental strength to make content every day, even if I'm not motivated to do so, even if I don't have a goal in mind or if I'm not fueled by something. I still just want to do something just to do it. I kind of hate this idea of life where you always need to be like drunk on something. You always need to be passionate or ambitious in order to pursue something to the fullest. And I used to think that what's the point of doing anything if you're not passionate about it. And I really held that belief, and I basically like tattooed it like in my mind. And it started to crack when I realized that the monotonous tasks you do every day, you can't really be passionate about them. Like, you can't be passionate about brushing your teeth or taking a shit. You know what I mean? It's this monotonous crap that you have to do, but doing it passionately is impossible. So when that started to happen, it was difficult for me to kind of hold on to anything. And I remember having a conversation with someone I care about deeply, and I remember telling them I was this, as a bit of backstory. I was this 20-year old, and I was this like alpha male sort of like mindset, grind set. It was a little bit before Andrew Tate, but obviously when Andrew Tate came out, I was like hardcore into it. And I remember telling the person that I cared about, my deepest goals and dreams, how I wanted to be a motivational speaker, I want to be an actor, I want to be this, that, this, that. And I don't quite remember what they said because I think I am a little bit narcissistic. So obviously, what they said to me, it obviously cut me deep because they were like, well, you should be a little bit more realistic. You might do this, but like, I wouldn't set your hopes too high, which, it might sound bad, but I also think that they were coming from a place of, um, they were worried that, if I did put everything into my dreams, hopes, and goals and nothing happened, then that's the worry, obviously. But what they said, I took to heart, and obviously I took personally, and I didn't try to like prove them wrong. Instead, I obviously crumbled and pursued nothing. I also think my like drop off point for like gaining all this weight was, well, I wanted to be a bodybuilder, and I was training hard to do it, and I was also, posing like every day after my workout. I'd go in front of the mirror at home, obviously not at the gym. I don't think I have the confidence to do that. Well, especially now. And I I eventually realized that um you, there's no point doing bodybuilding if you're not on steroids, because at the time I couldn't name a single like natty bodybuilder, which obviously isn't true. If you're going to pursue something, you may as well pursue it. But it obviously showed how petty I was, that it's like, well, I'm only going to pursue something if there's fame behind it, if there's recognition. So, yeah, and once I didn't have that goal, because it was a goal of mine to be a bodybuilder. Um, I was a big motivation was Arnold, and yeah, it just kind of all those things happened simultaneously, and then I'm here now. I I don't blame anyone for my situation. Obviously, I take I don't take the blame for it, but I take responsibility for my life, and there has been hardships through it that might have been caused by myself or other people, but I think it's important to just forgive those people for you and not for them, so that you can become a better person. um, of course, I could just be talking out of my ass right now. um, but yeah, I remember one night when I hit kind of like rock bottom, where I was like, currently I'm 144 kilograms. I think I weighed myself this morning. But I remember I was itching closer and closer to 150 kgs when I was, waking up surrounded by junk food and crap, where I felt like I was like rock bottom. Like I was pretty much broke as well. And I had about 20 or 30 odd self help books that I've read through the years. As I said, I was the alpha male self help sort of guy when I was in my 20s, and I had a bunch of self help books, and it kind of clicked in my mind that it's like, well, I've read most of these self help books, and look where I am now. And I burnt pretty much all of them. I just I just had this like bonfire of self help books. I did keep a couple that I thought were actually really helpful and really useful, but the rest I just literally just burnt all of them. And I don't know why I added that, but I think I thought that during that rock bottom, where it's like I thought that I don't need self help books, I don't need videos to motivate me, I don't need music, and I don't need help from other people. I thought that burning those books would kind of, I guess, light a fire inside of me to improve, but it didn't. And for months and months and months, I stayed at this kind of like rock bottom point of just like no gym, junk food, fast food diet, just wake up, video games, watch videos, whatever, you know, and I think it sucks because I know that it's like the only person that can get you going is you. But I definitely wish that I had kind of someone to kind of, I guess, kick me in the balls to say, hey, get to work. But I don't know. I've always been self driven and self motivated in my life. And I've never really asked for help from anyone. But I definitely like the support from my viewers and I guess all my subscribers. I hate saying that. I hate saying subscribers and followers because I feel like you guys are more than that. But I don't know what to call you guys. Even saying like community feels weird because I don't know. I feel like you guys are more than just viewers and watchers. I feel like you guys are actual people. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video talking about how I actually uh, felt um, right now, right this second, after a shower and after the gym as well. But I'm gonna stop wasting your time anyway. But if you watch all the way through the video, I appreciate that. Thank you. And I'm hoping that I can get this channel, I guess, monetized by the end of the year. That's a goal of mine, or one of them. But yeah, thanks for watching.